We're still in round 2 of the Gauntlet, and in an effort to try to mix things up here for you all, we've got a special mini Gauntlet coming up here for you where the Frightful Four have invaded the Gauntlet for the Fantastic Four. So what's going to happen here is I've ranked the Fantastic Four teams as if right now, how I feel about playing them, how competitive they are. And right now, this team with the Silver Surfer, unfortunately, has a lot of little weaknesses that I think still need to be fixed up in order for him to be more competitive. And so I ranked that team particularly 4th place. So why is that important right now? Well, here's what's going to happen. So this team is 4th place. And I may as well reveal the rankings so far. And this is my personal opinion. Yours may be different based off of what you've seen. 3rd place, I have the stealth busting team with Invisible Woman, Spider-Man, Mr. Fantastic, Ghost Rider. 2nd place, I have the Franklin Richards team. I still feel they're a little weak in some areas, and it may just be that I need to get a little better at playing this team. And the team that I feel so far, I think so far they've been undefeated in this Gauntlet. It's been Dr. Fantastic for the most part, because the first round Dr. Fantastic was not paired with these two. But since then, since I started pairing these two together with Dr. Fantastic, I felt like this team is probably the strongest team out of the 4 that I've made. And so this is why it's important. Like I did say, the Frightful Four did invade the Gauntlet. So what does this mean? Well, let's take a look at the Frightful Four that were included in the Fantastic Four set. Here we've got all the Frightful Four members except for the Prime and Super Rare. So this is only featuring the commons, uncommons, and rares except for She-Thing and Punisher. This makes for an even 600 point team, as you can see over here under the build. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 random teams to start with, 2 random 300 point teams. I already have the first one ready to go, which is the first 4 you see here in order: Thundera, Trapster, Living Laser, and Hydro Man. They're going to play the 4th place team right now. This next team, Medusa, Claw, Sandman, and Wizard, are going to play the 3rd place team. From there, I'm going to try and pick and choose the characters that I felt had the best combinations to play the 2nd best team, and then hopefully by the 4th time I'll have a solid Frightful Four team going up against what I feel is the strongest Fantastic Four team right now. So that's what I'm saying. This is kind of like a mini Gauntlet for the Frightful Four. And well, let's get things started here. We got things set up, ready to go. So here we go. Fantastic Four here, featuring the Silver Surfer. They're off to a bad start. They got their deployment roll here of 2-2, which meant they have to use, or they triggered the game event to reinforce the opposing force. And as you can see, this is one of the reasons why I didn't use She-Thing or Carnage. I wanted them in case we rolled reinforcements, so they would get added to those teams for the first 2 matches. On top of that, that means that the deployment orders for the Fantastic Four are also aggressive tactics. And since no one has any action tokens, they won't be able to take any non-free actions. Silver Sable there is going to represent our Dawn Greenwood that Silver Surfer generates at the beginning of the game. She has Sidestep, so she can take those free actions. Not actions, just one action, but... And Invisible Woman, I decided not to bring in the new Fantastic Four, which would have been Human Torch from the Cosmic Clash, Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes, Silk, and Wolverine, X-23 Wolverine, the 40.1 common from the set. I think this team has too much range. And since they don't really have stealth, that's not going to be a problem for Silver Surfer to slowly chip away at them. Or, you know, in one hit he can deal 4 damage, so he can not really chip away. More like slowly dismantle. While, of course, everyone else just tries to assist them in any way they can with Theme Team PCs. Black Panther, of course, has Outwit. The Thing has that stop click. Give him some extra life. Invisible Woman with her barrier to keep him safe. So since they can't take any non-free actions besides... Well, since they can't take any non-free actions, I'm just going to use Sidestep with Don Greenwood. And pass the turn. Oh, Don Greenwood also has Perplex that she can use only on Silver Surfer. So I'll give him +1 defense. Why not? Here's a deployment roll for the Frightful Four. That is front. Unrestricted operations. They can still only take 3 actions, seeing as how they do not have leadership on anyone. So the Frightful Four starting at an advantage, of course, with a 375 point team, thanks to the terrible roll from the Fantastic Four. Living Laser here is going to carry Thundra. Oh, by the way, this map here is a Chaos War Negative Zone Prison indoor map. Nothing but blocking terrain and hindering terrain. There are some orange squares out here that have special rules, but I am just treating them as blocking terrain. For these rounds, you know, because the maps are completely random, the teams are not getting to pick their own maps, I try to not add many more variables like special map rules and stuff until the 3rd round. So for now, these orange squares are going to be treated as blocking terrain. Problem with being so aggressive is that, again, they don't have stealth. So if I were to place, let's say, Thundra here, there's a clear line of fire there that Silver Surfer would have to her. So I think this might be the safer bet. For this turn, I'm going to leave Hydro Man behind and move up Trapster and She-Thing. The Trapster I want to move up because he has the biggest range, and so, you know, he can hopefully keep the Fantastic Four figures and play him, you know, make him play a little more cautious than too aggressive, seeing as how he can hit them from pretty far. Problem with all of us going down through here, if they do manage to block off the exit, you know, it's going to come down to 1v1, you know, which clicks are going to be stronger going 1v1. And Silver Surfer may actually win that battle, so I am going to need to split my forces up to give me different attack angles. And let's see. Okay, so Sheathing can definitely make this. And before she jumps in that square, she'll pick up this object with her super strength. And Trapster will join her. Yes. Trapster can reach 2. So those are 3 actions. Let's go back to the Fantastic Four. Unrestricted operations for them this turn too. Okay, so the Fantastic Four. They're going to need to work together on this one. And maybe even play a little aggressively, because as of right now, they are at a handicap. So maybe being a little aggressive on the first turn to really chip away at someone, possibly even knock someone out, just to balance the scales and brace for a counterattack, may be a good option. And I'm looking at Thundra right now because her Impervious looks like it could be a nuisance as her Giant Reach 2. And her unique modifier works defensively, which is Frightful Four individual combats during opponent's turns. Friendly characters with a Frightful Four keyword modify defense +1 for each attack that's resolved that turn. And well, I don't want to have to be dealing with them getting +1 defense after every attack. Especially as the game progresses, it's just going to get more and more difficult to hit their higher defense. So while as scary as, Trapsters and Living Lasers unique modifiers are too, I may be able to survive. The Silver Surfer, he's the important one. As long as he's able to survive their counterattacks, this team should be in good shape. So Black Panther here has 8 speed. Won't be able to reach on a charge, but I need his Outwit on Thundra. So that way Silver Surfer can come in, get a clean hit. So Silver Surfer is within 8 squares of all of these characters. And Living Laser has Precision Strike, I believe. Yes, he does. So for now, he'll choose Precision Strike, which may not matter anyway, because I'm going to outwit that Impervious with Black Panther here. And that's what I was talking about, that I have to be a little aggressive. As you can see, Black Panther not in a good position. Is not using his stealth. But I need him there because, he has to stop his movement as soon as he becomes adjacent to a character. And he's going to outwit Thundra's Impervious. What I'm planning to do with Silver Surfer is use hypersonic speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I won't be able to, what I'm trying to do is make sure that he passes over the Living Laser, so that way Living Laser gets immobile. is not able to get an attack off on Black Panther. But that means that I won't be able to make it all the way back here because I still need to find a free square to make the attack on Thundra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Make the attack, and then he'll only have one square of movement left. And I may just, I guess, I don't know, leave him here and protect Black Panther. Hydro Man won't be able to make a charge attack. So I think that may be the right play here. Before he gets moving though, Don Greenwood will attack. I'm sorry, will perplex his attack. No, you know what? His damage, because he already has a 12 attack with probability control. Perplexing his damage will bring it up to 5. And I don't want to make it a range attack because Living Laser gives my characters, or the Fantastic Four, -1 when they attack, when they make range attacks. Hydro Man though, opposing characters modify damage -1 when making a range attack that targets one or more friendly characters. So yeah, so there's too many drawbacks to making range attacks anyway, so that's probably going to be the play here. Let's perplex his damage up. And you all saw the movements, so let's get to rolling. So that's a hit for 5 damage. Do they want to use a Theme Team prob on that? It'll put her on her last click, Flurry Blades, which is not a bad thing, but may not give her long life. She won't be long for this world here. And what does he need? He only needs a 5 to hit. I may not want to use it simply because if they can't, if I can't figure out another way to knock her out right now, they're going to have to waste another turn trying to get rid of her. And that means that the Fantastic Four are going to have to push Black Panther or use Silver Surfer again, which is fine with me because Silver Surfer does a ton of damage. So she'll take it. And like I said, she lands on those Flurry Blades clicks anyway. So that's 2 actions. They do get 4 actions because Black Panther has leadership. Dawn Greenwood will slowly make her way to her own demise. If they want to knock her out and give the Surfer +1 to his combat values, that is totally okay with me. The thing has 7 speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to make Invisible Woman. I guess be closer to Silver Surfer, so in case her free barrier thing triggers, I can activate it around him, keep him safe. Let's push our way through here. Let's do the deployment roll for the Frightful Four. 6 and a 5. So they too have unrestricted operations. Let's remember that Living Laser was affected and he is immobile. So Thundra here, we want to make sure she hits somehow. She's got Flurry and Blades. Right now is a good opportunity for her to just go to town on Silver Surfer. So we got to bring his defense down. Trapster does have Frightful Four, Hasta la Pasta, Insect during your turn, which is their turn. Opposing characters modify defense -1 for each attack made by a character with the Frightful Four keyword. That's resolved this turn. It doesn't affect the first attack, but if we can figure out a way to get some attacks on him to lower his defense before Thundra makes her attack, that would be ideal. But I don't think that's possible. She does have Flurry, meaning she'll be able to do 2 attacks. But there's no other way to attack him to bring his defense down. Okay, so they don't have to attack Silver Surfer. It's just -1 for each attack made by a character with the Frightful Four keyword. And I'm debating just knocking out Don Greenwood right now. Why not? Let's see what happens. That's even if I can make the attack. She does have 10 attack. I'm sorry, 11 attack. I feel like I've wasted the super strength, so I may just use Trapster. Assuming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's use Trapster to knock her out. He has willpower, so he won't take a pushing damage. And he has a 12 attack. So that's a hit. That knocks her out. Okay, so that kind of offsets the Silver Surfer. And so now he gets +1, but he also gets -1 because they resolved an attack. But we're trying to go for a net gain of -1 because now She-Thing is going to make an attack. 11 on the thing, 17. He's got shape change and he gets it. So the attack was not able to be made. So we're still back where we were. Back to square one, and now Silver Surfer is actually deadlier. Well, let's give it all we got with Thundra here, and we'll use Living Laser as a Theme Team Prob Magnet for now since he's immobile. Let's Theme Team Prob that. She needed a 9. That was her first attack. She's got Flurry Blades. Of course, she's using both. And that's a miss too. Not looking good for the Frightful Four. Some questionable placement by me at the beginning of the game. Splitting them up. Not remembering that Don Greenwood is quite a little speed bump. You know what? I want to keep him. The closer the better, I think. I would like to generate those water markers with him. And keep him within charge range too, of course. Let's go back to the Fantastic Four team. 3 and a 2. That's conservative tactics. Only characters without action tokens can take actions, which is no one. They can still take free actions, which if Invisible Woman could see Silver Surfer, Oh, you know what? Black Panther has leadership. Let's do that. Oh yeah, he got it. That means Silver Surfer will be able to take an action. I think so. I'm going to try to break away hypersonic speed with Silver Surfer to keep... you know, now that he's got +1 to all his stats, I want to try to use him to try to plow through Hydro Man's Impervious, if he's able to. So let's do that. And on top of that, he's going to take his poison too. Or not take it, but, you know, be able to use it with that. And I only attack to defend. So he's going to try to break away hypersonic speed here. Here we go. You got it. 1, 2, 3. I did that just to make sure that he stays immobile. He's going to make his attack. Oh, you know what? Hydro Man has shape change. So let me position Surfer here in case he gets his shape change. I'll just retarget to someone else. There we go. Shape change misses. 13 attack. Only needed a 4. Now he's got Impervious, which he got. What a shame. And I'm going to keep him there since I chose poison anyway. That'll affect Living Laser. And I can outwit like Impervious and deal poison damage the following turn. I can't use it this turn. Next turn though, he will be free to use it. And I can't take actions with anyone else because they got conservative tactics. Only characters without action tokens could have taken non-free actions. Black Panther will use Outwit on Thundra's Flurry or Hydro Man's Poison. Let's go with Hydro Man's Poison because that will be not his poison so much as his special power, Poison Smoke Cloud. You know, the Drown on Dry Land. Because he only has combat reflexes. And, you know, Thundra here is going to need a huge number if she wants to hit him. 20. She'll need an 11. So I'll take those chances with 3 Theme Team probs too. And remember that Surfer also has probability control. So let's roll deployment orders for the Frightful Four. Oh man, that's a shame that no one's been KO'd yet because they could have been able to bring someone back. As it is though, since no one has been KO'd, we just kind of ignore that rule. So here we go. Unrestricted operations. Still going to try to make my magic work with Thundra here. It's Flurry Blades is too good to pass up regardless how high of a number you need. Silver Surfer has 19 defense. Let's try it. Oh, but you know what? As long as I make attacks with Trapster or with someone with the Frightful Four keyword first. So let's attack with Hydro Man first. I was hoping to kind of use his poison thing where he could use the smoke cloud, generate water, but it's been outwitted. So I might as well just try to attack Silver Surfer first, bring his defense down for Thundra to hopefully land a couple of lucky blows. Here we go, Hydro Man. That's a miss. Good thing he has Indomitable. Thundra, now that Surfer is getting -1 thanks to Hasta la Pasta Insect. I love saying that, by the way. Hasta la pasta, insect. So here we go. Getting -1. I need a 9. Flurry Blades. First attack. Silver Surfer is going to prob that with his own probability control. Here comes the second attack. Both misses. Probability control saves the day yet again. We'll clear Living Laser. Hopefully he can get in on his action too soon. Trapster is cleared. And She-Thing is cleared. Checking to see if they have any free actions I could use. Let's make the deployment roll for the Fantastic Four. Frontline firepower. So that means Silver Surfer has to take the first actions. So he's going to choose that poison. Before he uses it though, let's outwit his impervious. Why not? Let's just deal with several things here at once. So outwit is impervious. Then activate poison, that special power that Silver Surfer has. Which will poison these two. Let's Surfer again try to take out Hydro Man. He has to go first. I will not activate Hypersonic Speed because I don't want to fail that chance to break away, even though it's only, a 1 fails, but whatever. Let's just make the attack shape change. Silver Surfer with the attack roll. Hits. And so he has invulnerability. Surfer has 5 damage if I'm reading this correctly. Yes. So he takes 3. I seem to have knocked him onto Pulse Wave. Maybe that's something we want to fix here. Let's see. Black Panther is just going to make an attack on Thundra. Oh, wait. Is he 75? No, I can't make that attack 60. Oh, yeah, he was next anyway in the chain. So, yeah, that attack hits. It was an 8 and knocks out Thundra. So these are all close attacks, so we don't trigger that trait that both Living Laser and Hydro Man have. Which only affects range attacks. Even with her +1, with her getting +1 because of her trait, the roll was still high enough. Making sure it was taken into account for poor Thundra, and it was. So now it's Invisible Woman's turn to move. And Black Panther is going to outwit Hydro Man's Pulse Wave. And let's tie up Living Laser here. I mean, he's already tied up. But this way Invisible Woman is adjacent to Silver Surfer in case they need to reposition. And because they have leadership, they're able to take 4 actions. So the thing here is going to try to put the smack down. That's a hit. You know what? I've been using the wrong sheathing. I did this in an earlier video too. Oh my god. She's even better. She could have just used Leap Climb without having to kill Don Greenwood with Trapster. I'm using the 40.1, not the 75.1. Okay, so this one has Battle Fury, meaning that it would have ignored the shape change. So I'm going to make that attack roll with her. This changes a lot of things, by the way. Wow. Okay, well, she would have hit. Knocked him onto his stop click. And then that meant that Surfer should have gotten -1, and Thunder did not make high enough rolls anyway, so that wouldn't have mattered. The Don Greenwood, though, you know, seeing as how she had Leap Climb, apparently, I probably would have just tied her up with Trapster. Because Trapster has plasticity. And he can kind of just, you know, break away, move away from her as needed. And so could Sheathing. The attacks on Surfer, his damage would have still, his defense would have still been too high for Thundra to hit. So the results here, I'm thinking, are still more or less the same. The difference being the amount of damage Surfer has been doing to Hydro-Man would have been 1 less. I think that would be the only difference. So I'm going to do that because I was playing the wrong Sheathing. I want to make sure this Fantastic Four team gets challenged. Oh, but you know what? No, I would need it to have made the attack on Don Greenwood first to begin with in order for her to try to get that. So yeah, I would have still... Results are the same. Never mind. Except, of course, now they have a better Sheathing, which ignored Shape Change as she has Battle Fury to start. Meaning that she would have hit the thing onto his stop click. Because there is another Fantastic Four within 4 squares. Okay. Let's move forward then. Now the thing is going to pay back the favor here. Sheathing has 17 defense impervious, so she has potential to prevent the incoming damage, which hits, and he only needs a 6 to hit. If he hits though, he'll connect for 3 damage, knocking her off of that cool Leap Climb power she has. Yeah, let's since they're a little bit in a rough spot here, let's use a Theme Team PC, try to get some luck on their side. Hopefully the thing misses the attack. And he does. Hey. Going back to the Frightful Four with the right team now. 3 and a 2. Conservative tactics. That's not good because we just placed a token on sheathing. Oh, wow. Okay, well, living laser can still be used, I guess. Oh, and because, yeah, let me put this guy back where he was. We took away his pulse wave, which I guess won't really matter because he has 2 tokens. Living laser, psychic blast, psychic penetrating blast, but with Silver Surfer having invincible, doesn't matter either. Not a good matchup for the Frightful Four here. Trapster, let's get you moving here, Trapster. It's got 5 speed, running shot, 12 attack, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can definitely make a run right there, where he's able to at least see the thing, which is good enough. And I'll use his incapacitate because he only does 2 damage, so living laser. It's gonna make an attack on Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer is getting -1 thanks to Hasta la Pasta Insect to his defense. Oh, of course we're gonna use a prob on that. We don't want them to hit. And that still hits. It's only 1 damage though, but I mean, I guess right now any bit helps. Checking to see if She Thing's trade comes into play here, and it does not. That's okay. The other 2 can do nothing but clear, unfortunately, for She Thing. Conservative tactics slowed her down a bit. Let's go back to the Fantastic Four. Unrestricted operations. Let's roll for leadership with Black Panther. That's a miss. Invisible Woman's special power, protective instincts, barrier, super senses. Barrier is free but only to generate markers and squares adjacent to friendly characters with a Fantastic Four keyword that were attacked since your last turn. Before we do that, well, you know what? It won't matter then. Thinking of a power to outwit. Before I put the barrier down, let's just outwit his plasticity. Won't matter because now they're nice and sealed, as both markers are adjacent to the Silver Surfer. And I'm going to push Invisible Woman. And Black Panther. Let me just clear the Surfer for now. Invisible Woman has a 9 attack, 17 defense against Living Laser. I have prob with Silver Surfer. Hey, it's a hit. With this light object. Does 4 damage. And he's out as well. And Panther That's a hit. Doesn't look good for the Frightful Four team. They started with an advantage in, 75-point advantage. It's huge, and they're just slowly chipping away. So it would have, if it wasn't for sheathing, it would be down a Trapster and a weakened Trapster and a weakened Hydro Man. That's frontline finesse for the Frightful Four, but it doesn't matter. They're all 75 points. Sheathing is going to try to knock out the thing. Let's move her closer over here, though. Oh, wait. She's still got to break away. She's got leap line. So, never mind. Let's just make the attack. That hits. And the thing misses is impervious. Knocks the thing out. Black Panther heals 1 with the Fantastic Four team ability, as does Invisible Woman. There's really nothing else I can do with Hydro Man. I mean, I could move him 7, but I don't want him to stray further from the action. Trapster here. He's gonna sidestep. He's got plasticity, so he's successful. Walk him this way. Let's just perplex his damage up to 3. And make an attack on Black Panther. That's a miss. Back to the Fantastic Four. Double 3s. So they, not only do they have conservative tactics, so Silver Surfer is the only one who can take non-free actions, which is fine, the other two have tokens anyway, but they also rally the opposing force which is they remove 1 action token from every character. From the Frightful Four. Surfer here, let's just knock out Trapster. Why not? He can do it. He doesn't have shape change anymore. All he's got is toughness. We'll use a the last team prob with Hydro Man. I'm not even going to bother giving him a token because more than likely Surfer's going to hit and he's got PC of his own. So, yeah, you see. There we go. Let's save us a couple of steps here. And Panther will outwit Trapster's Perplex. Why not? This is the deployment orders for the Frightful Four. So remember, these Frightful Four team was made at random. I can see now that there's several things that may be other combinations that may work slightly better, but that's okay. We'll fix that in later rounds of the Gauntlet. For now, She-Thing here. Well, you know what? Let's make an attack with Trapster, because Trapster still has that trait. Well, wait. That would actually knock him out. Oh, no, that wouldn't. That would put him on his second to last click. No, that would put him on his last click if I push him again. But that's fine. We want to get that -1 defense on Surfer, so hopefully She-Thing can come in there and do some damage. So let's make that attack with Trapster. Let's incapacitate. Why not? Oh, you know what? He's got sidestep. But Invisible Woman will block him off. So that's a hit. I'm not even going to bother with teams with the Fantastic Four. I just want to get that -1 defense on Surfer. Make him slightly more manageable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's going to grab this object and hopefully be able to connect. Trying to see if she could make it out of Invisible Woman's line of fire to try to prevent another probability control from targeting her. We'll see. 11 attack, 19 defense. She needs an 8. Oh no, 18 defense because of that -1. So she needs a 7. That's a hit. Surfer has his own probability control. Hits. Invisible Woman is going to use a theme team probability control token. Still hits. For a total of 4, 5, 6 damage. Maximum he can take is 3 thanks to Invincible. Actually, she needed a 6, right? Yeah, because she has the Fantastic Four keyword too. So She-Thing here was the real threat. Because of that +1 that she gets. Oh wait, it's +1 damage, not attack. Well, regardless, he can only take 3 damage at most. Still, that's quite a hit. That knocked him past his outwit and put him onto his shape change with invulnerability clicks. Let's see, Black Panther here. Oh, let's roll for deployment orders. Frontline firepower. So we gotta use Silver Surfer first. That's okay. Silver Surfer here is going to try to use Breakaway Hypersonic Speed. He gets it. Want to move over She-Thing. Make sure she stays immobile. We're no longer getting debuffs from range attacks because the 2 Hydro Man and Living Laser are out. So let's make some range attacks here. Get some distance between us. And I need a 6. Oh no, I'm sorry. I needed a 5 because he's getting +1 to his stats. That's a hit. She-Thing has Impervious. And she misses. So she takes 2 damage. And she is immobile, meaning that she has to deal with Invisible Woman. Or she can deal if she doesn't have to. Let's keep that Perplex outwitted. Here comes the deployment roll. 4 and a 1. Doesn't matter. They're both 75 points. Trapster has to clear. He does have sidestep. And She-Thing has close combat expert, and she's getting +1 damage because she shares a keyword with everyone on the opposing team. She's got 10 attack. Invisible Woman has a 19 defense. She-Thing here will... You know what? I'm not going to use her. I don't have to. I'm not obligated because if I had rolled a 3 or less, I would be obligated to because of the solo rules. But if I can leave her free for this turn and try to breakaway leap climb the following turn when the Silver Surfer's immobile wears off because it's only for 1 turn. Let's do that. Fantastic Four deployment orders, frontline firepower. Let's take out Trapster here. As hard as he's been fighting to stay in the game, it's only a matter of time before he got done in. And let's outwit that leap climb power. That's terrible. And the Invisible Woman is going to make an attack because she can. Don't really care if she connected or not. Okay, so her leap climb power is outwitted. So that she can still move, but when she uses it after resolutions make a close attack, she loses that ability where she can use it in conjunction with an attack. And that's actually the game right there. That's their deployment order for the Frightful Four. Okay, so this last playthrough actually taught me a couple of things. That the Fantastic Four teams are slowly but surely are getting more solidified, and I am getting more comfortable playing them. I think that was pretty evident with this playthrough because, as you saw, you know, the Frightful Four team, I did just pick 4 random members, and I'm going to do the same in the next round. And they felt a little uncoordinated, right? Not so well synergized. I don't think it's the best possible combination of Frightful Four. And that just shows us the disparity. Even though they started with an advantage of 75 points, they slowly, you know, got whittled away by the Fantastic Four. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that it is a more solid team. And a good example that can show you just how much you can accomplish with a team that's a little more put together, well thought out, as opposed to just kind of mixing and matching pieces that you may find enjoyable. So we are taking something away from this Gauntlet process in that it is slowly helping us not only, of course, learn how to play this team better, but to see if, you know, if there's going to be any potential changes coming into the 3rd round. And, you know, since it continues to do well, this is one of the teams that I had been considering maybe purchasing additional stuff for. So when they get into the 3rd round there, it will be a slightly different build. So if you don't, in case you don't remember, one of the additions I was looking to make for this team was this Reed Richards Fixer of Universes, the Chase figure. And, you know, it's quite an investment if you're going to start, and, you know, this is kind of what I like about the Gauntlet process. It's showing me that this team may be worth investing into because it is more well put together, a little bit more sturdy than, say, you know, the random Frightful Four team that I made. And so that's definitely going to be an option. You know, this is a perfect replacement here, 60-point replacement for Black Panther, because Fixer of Universes here, you know, what Black Panther brings to the table is his leadership and outwit, and that's what's really helpful on this team. Of course, the Fantastic Four team ability too, which is what Reed Richards here does too, with his +1 plot point. When you add a plot point, he gets free outwit perplex until your next turn. He already has leadership on his dial. And, you know, it's a different win condition too. In that, not so much a win condition, but it's just a different threat. Because right now they're really dependent on Silver Surfer just dealing that, you know, huge amounts of damage. That he already starts with 4, can get buffed with Perplex with Dawn Greenwood. She also has enhancement. So, you know, the damage potential from Silver Surfer is there. Black Panther and Think can do their fair share. But if I can upgrade Black Panther into being able to potentially deal more damage, you know, with Reed Richards, Fixer of Universes, if I'm able to get him to the opponent's starting area, which, as you saw, there was a couple opportunities, I think, where if Black Panther was Reed Richards, Fixer of Universes, he has Leap Line, I would have just taken off. Let Silver Surfer handle the Frightful Four while I try to get this weird thing going here with Reed Richards, Fixer of Universes, to be able to, you know, generate that Molecule Man bystander and try to activate this one, convincing Owen to unwrite Victor's Twisted Reality, free of Reed Richards, Fixer of Universes adjacent to Molecule Man, which I'm hoping, you know, that's the whole goal. Roll a d6, deal that much unavoidable damage to the lowest point character on an opponent's force. Which, you know, even if it's to the lowest points and you roll that d6, doing 5-6 damage to one figure off of this ability is, it's something else. It's being able to just kind of help your team out like that, as opposed to, you know, someone like Black Panther who only does 3 damage. Unfortunately, he is the common from the set, so he doesn't really bring much to the table, but he does bring enough to justify playing him on this team with his leadership, outwit, special power, and, you know, the Blades clicks, which I think are the more potent clicks, are right in the middle. And it's just a little tougher to get to, I think, as opposed to just having Reed Richards, Fixer of Universes. So that may be definitely one of the first big changes that you see me make to the teams here being featured in the Gauntlet. So please stay tuned while we finish up the last 4 matches of round 2 and we enter round 3. So make sure that you like and subscribe. That way you stay tuned as I slowly start to reveal more details regarding what I'm planning to do for the last matchup on the Gauntlet. As always, thank you so much for watching.